Hey guys, welcome back to City Skylines, and I know I've just dived right in. Basically, this is just a quick update. This is just a quick showing, mainly on industries. I have been asked if I could go over industries for someone, so I said I would do it for Marie, especially with, well, that's in Chester Square. I don't know why it's calling it Chester Square because, there we are. Marie Farms, currently at 4 star. I did a little bit off camera. Um, so, off camera, I added in this intersection here. Um, Obviously, they can go either straight through, underneath, and come straight back out, or they can come off and then come down. But I have noticed, if you see, they are for some reason coming off and also still going straight over and coming back down, which I just find absolutely mental, considering that all the traffic is set up correctly, or as correctly as it can be. Let's have a look. Yeah, so straight off, come across, go down, come up, go around, come back down. So yeah, it's a strange one. Even underneath is all set correct, but it is what it is, I suppose. What we will be doing at some point when I open up this next bit of land over here is, oh, pardon me, sorry, connecting it up so it looks like there, coming off, coming down, and I think it'll just go into another highway. I'm not fully 100% sure on that yet, but anyway, I digress. Well, just while I've got a couple of unhappy citizens, I'm not quite sure why. Yeah, I've got a few empty buildings. I added in what I like to call the big boy parks. You've got the ski lodges side by side, you've got walkways, you've got the fire pit, got the one big park there and the other big park, and just a little monument area. Couple of grave sites. I did go through a tiny bit of a death wave, but got straight on top of it. And we unlocked the solar updraft towers, so I got them put in. So we're doing alright with electricity. Got a nice chunk of money, averaging between 10 and obviously you can see there 16. It's actually getting higher, which is kind of surprising. But, right, industries. At the moment, I've got a level 4 farming industry, which I am really proud of, and it's gone absolutely brilliantly. So let's just dive right into it. It's in Chester Square, Marie Farms. So as you can see, we are producing a good amount of crops, a good amount of animal products, but not tons of flour as of yet. But that does fluctuate up and down, I have noticed. But they are in and they are working and they're working with the flour mill. But I've got a tiny warehouse down, where did I put it? It's here. Got a warehouse, there you go, there's the flour jumping up to 51. So it does fluctuate up and down. Currently total profit is minus 289. Yeah, that's a lie. And I'm pointing at the telly. You lie! I make more. Which I can show you in our information tab. Is it the economy? Info. Economy. 13, no, make you 12. Income and expenses, industries, farming. Well, it's saying... Right, there you go. Right hand side. 4,715, give or take. It does go up and down. and or at the moment is only doing 1600, and warehouse and unique factories is only doing 765. Obviously that progresses as you get more. So if you look in your, that's warehouses, you got your unique factories here. So this one is the bakery. So if I plop a bakery in, which you could do, then that'll be producing, and then when that starts producing, over here where is my organic area, they'll start receiving goods and exporting goods. I did plan on putting train lines across here, but I am thinking I'm going to do it down this area. Probably set it back a little bit and then have it either coming over the top or going under, and then it will connect directly with their external line up there, and I can get the internal then coming down and coming through the mountains and connecting up to this line, which is also another external. So I can get it all, well, I can, yeah, I can get it all moving. I don't think, yes, I do. So while we are making a fairly decent chunk of money, I don't think I can open another area yet though. No, I can't. Damn. When can we do that? Milestones, 9,000. So I've got to get to 14,000 population. So let's quickly try and, I say quickly, let's just try and do that. I'm going to expand on what we've already established down here. So let's get some roads in. Straight, let's go up. I do like the idea of putting it up there, but I don't think... I did have an idea that I maybe do a small park. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. So, why don't we go into the valley? Let's get it right over the top. Let's get it to there. Let's get it, can you connect up? Do you want to connect up? Let's do that. Let's delete a couple of areas. Let's get some curves on the go. Everybody likes a nice curve. There and there. Let's get them in. So yeah, now the objective is obviously just to try and get to 14,000, which will massively help in trying to achieve our goal, being able to open up another area. Let's get some roads in. I think on this one I'm going to do what I've done in my last city. If you notice, each building, if you want to get or maximize, shall I say, your area of opportunity, it's 4x4s. But, and my calculations are probably going to be way off when I try this. What I done last time was I literally pathed it right the way through. So each individual home, yeah, I thought I'd gone off. But we can work with that, we can go this way. I done each individual home a 4x4. So there was no variation, you know what I mean? There was no like a 3 or a 2 and then a 4. It was all 4 4s, and they all had paths, and they all had nice little areas of walk-offs, and it was quite cool. I quite liked it. So let's just get it in there. Let's get it in there, and let's just go straight down on this one, because I know I can. Or maybe I can't. No, I can't. Damn. Let's go to there. Can we go straight across? We can on that one. That's a bit close for my liking. Oh, let's do the nice little... Yeah, okay. So, I'll show you what I mean when I said about the 4x4 paths. Let's give them... What else was there? Zoo path. Liberal arts. I need to unlock them first, don't I, to get them. Let's do the trade skill path with trees. So, if you go straight down on the length that you want to do, and then just count out 4, path it, count out 4, path it, count out 4. Honestly, it totally changed the look. I mean, obviously you can do it on different sizes. It doesn't have to be 4x4s. You could do a 3 in between, you could do a 2. You can change how you want the look of the path to be. You can make it raised if you wanted to. Yeah, right, doll. Yeah, she whispers. And then just come straight on. So that's gonna be, I could either do a 4 and leave a 2, or I can do a 3 and a 3. To make it symmetrical. And then I wonder... No, I'll tell you what. I was thinking about going under there, but I might just leave it as it is. So, right, I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. Stick it on pause, because all this is going to need watered, and they're probably going to need electrified at some point. I say electrified, I mean just electricity. Don't have to kill them all just yet. There's plenty of time for that. We do have Natural Disasters DLC. Let's just get the water in. Let's just get it in. And let's make these low densities. I'll make this its own little district. I'll probably keep it with the theme of the farming, just simply because we've already got it going. But I'll make these houses slightly different to what I've made the others. Let's go down and around. Oh, oh. Trigger finger. Where are we at? Farming. Yes. Oh, organic. Yes. And that's there. In, and when you see these build, hopefully, I'll just have a quick look on there, in fact. Yeah, let's get that there like that. Get a path down there. At least then it doesn't completely ruin it. You okay? So let's go. Hopefully we'll have some building in no time and we'll get an idea. I did pack out the farming with standard industry areas. I haven't done that with ore yet, but we'll do that now because it's a logical choice to do it. So I'm thinking let's get them across here. Let's get a lab bit up here. I have unlocked offices and stuff like that, and I'll be putting them in shortly. In fact, you know what, let's just do it now. We've got that big plant up here, so let's get some offices. Let's change it up a little. Right. Whilst I'm here, I think I'll make a junction into there shortly. So, as you can see, it's like one house per family style and not 1,000,001 families. So they all have like the big gardens and they do what they want. Oh, I should have changed it up slightly. I should have given them. Yeah, they're getting robbed. I should have put in. Sorry, I was just. I should have put. Oh, use your words. I was gonna make them self-sufficient, and that's what I should have done. I knew I went down to there for some reason, and I didn't do it. So you know what? Let's just do it now. Kick them out. They'll go back. Let's be fine. I don't like them lot living there. And I know they need to, but I was kind of hoping I could bring the ore right the way around. I mean, I do quite like the setting of it. Right, so I did say about putting in train line. I am going to have to flatten a lot of land. I wish I didn't have to. It's going to cost a small fortune to do this. Let's get rid of these. Is that done there? That's just random soil. It's different. Am I uncovering something that I didn't know I had? Is this like oil patch or something? Because I've never seen this before. Does that often happen? When you take away rocks? I mean, it's a nice little touch if it is. The rocks have been there for however long and then you remove them. You don't have any snow there. No, there's nothing special. We've got the yellow. You see all the ore. I think it's incredible how much ore there is in this map. Look at it all. You literally have a mecca of an oil area. Ore area. And it'll never run out and it'll be just mega, like absolutely mega. Yeah, that is a little cheat, guys, if you wanna. I used on this time round, which I've never really done before. Um, I knocked them off. Just for the simple fact that I wanted to, I wanted to maximize as much. I didn't want it to run out really and be exporting. I'd rather have it produced locally if we can do that, which is what we're doing now. So, and I'm thinking I do need to put in. We've got that road coming off there, which was going to be the idea originally, but oh, the struggle is real. And it's not even a struggle, it's just your mind works on three different things, and then you know, you're trying to. So here we go, look. They're all pretty much the same. It's like a big housing companies coming and going, yeah, we're gonna knock up these houses, we're gonna put them together, they're gonna be made out of plastic and paper, and you'll have them in 6 to 8 weeks, and there you go, look, it's all done, pretty houses for you. That's what I think it looks like anyhow. So 11,000, 17 unhappy, more houses needed for the peeps. Let's get a couple of high density ones on the. I'm trying to think where I wanted to do. That'll work. Oh. Yeah, so just remember with your, when you're doing your industries area, it's a chain reaction. So you can't have one without the other. If you're wondering why it's not working, if you haven't got the amount of products that so be desired, that's simply because you've possibly placed it in the wrong area. You've got to make sure that you've got your blue parts or your yellow parts or your black parts. You've got to make sure that if you want to make money, that you've got to have all of it set in motion and set in place so it works and follows the next part of change. It will come to the point where it won't be working brilliantly, and then you'll be going, well, why? And that's exporting. You've got to try and export as much as you can, or as much as the game will allow you to, and then obviously it'll import as and what it needs as the game progresses, as your town progresses, and that's it. Honestly, I mean, it's not overly difficult. It can be a little bit confusing at first, but there is some great tutorials, better than what I'm doing. Mine's just a case of I'm just giving you an overview of it. So your zoned will work hand in hand with the Industries DLC. So you've got, say for instance, you've got your crops, which then needs your flour mill, which then goes into, no, not that one, into your bakery. So there's your bakery, look. So that needs animal products, which has got a good abundance of it. It's got a good abundance of crops, not so much on flour, But like I say, with the flour, that does fluctuate, so that'll go up at one point or in the next thing. Production rate, you can set that, it's set at 100%. If you up it, so I could up it till 110%, everything then starts to drop, which then means, there you go, not enough special goods, so that means everything else has to work harder. So, I mean, I can leave it there, and all I need to do is just add in extra. So if we go over to it, go to the farming, medium crops, fruit, that's large fruit, large animal pasture, flour mill, cattle shed, that's the small grain silos. They also come in handy, massively handy. Dotting them about works better than having a cluster of them together. I was going to use the F-bomb there as how I sometimes describe what they are like, and it can turn out utter chaos with them. So put them dotted about, and we'll put in another couple of, no, not the fruits, there we are. Trying to think of, I want to keep it together and sort of keep it off from bumping into each other, if that makes sense. Normally I would sort of set it out as one ways, and it worked brilliantly in the past, and then sometimes it just doesn't work. I have found recently though, it doesn't work with one ways, and I'm not quite sure as to why. I don't know if it's been something in the update. I don't know, but it just seems like everything gets more chaos. That could be just me. So there we go. We've got 11,000 citizens, more people moving in. Got some nice high-tech housing on the outskirts of here. Got a nice centre point. I think we'll do a modern city centre block, but we'll get some road down first. Also guys, if you are struggling with a modern city centre, you will find that 99 times out of 100 you need to have it purely flat. I found that out, and that's because it didn't connect up properly at all. It was annoying. You would have one little lip, and yeah, it was a pain in the backside to try and get right. Let's, don't know if it's going to destroy them houses. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll set it up the same, but I'll set it up as its own little district instead. We've got Cozy Hills there. Let's get that nicely down. Don't worry guys, it won't always be this neat. Think yourselves privileged for one day and one day only. So let's just pause it a sec. Let's get it in. And I think we'll call it a day after this little bit here. Like I say, I am rather tired. I've got a long couple of days ahead of me, and the family have. So I'll try and get this out to you as soon as possible. Let's keep it farming. Let's keep it like that, and oh, wrong one. There's, keep it that, and then Should we go high density again? No, I'm thinking we'll go low density. Down. Let's get all this in. Probably gonna need a school and some. Oh, pardon me, sorry about that. Yeah. Let's get some schools in. So, can't do it there. Get it there. High school. Stick that up here. We'll stick one down here. And we'll stick another school next to it. There we go. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with this part here. I mean, it just looks like it's a big space, but I will get it filled. I will figure it out. And I've got that bit going over, which leads to nothing yet. I kind of wanted it to lead into this area, but I sort of changed. I might do something where I connect off and come onto it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So there we go. Let's get them more citizens in. I like how that road, it's sort of, I mean, sometimes you gotta like the elevation changes, right? I mean, I like how they are all different elevations. I kind of want that modern city centre part to start working, but I don't think it's going to for a while. I still don't think it's fully finished up here yet. No, it hasn't. But we'll get there. So yeah, I mean, we are making decent money at times. Sometimes we aren't, sometimes we are. I mean, that annoys me. Not enough buyers. So this is when, you know, it all starts and you need to make sure that you're progressing with your city, and you need to start looking at getting the train services in and other means if it's accessible, such as the boats. I mean, I will not have any access to the boats until I'm right down on that front. I am going to have to come over to here to build shortly. I'm thinking a rather big extravagant interchange. I'll probably will do it offline. Sometimes they do take me a while. I could be there for an hour trying to figure it out. Look at that, all building around it. That's going to take absolutely ages to get built. I know for a fact it will. So guys, right, let's call it there for the day. And I'll have a full check-in with where we're going to be going regarding external train lines. There is two I definitely want to get, which is one down there around this whole area. I'm going to build up around it, so it will be sort of working with the terrain. I want to try and keep all the rocks in as much as possible. I'll probably delete this bit and push it back, and then it works around it, all the way around it, cutting into the mountains probably, because I do want that to be like a focal area. I don't want to delete any of it because I think it's just absolutely amazing. And I mean, what is that there? Is that like a large trench? I mean, that is quality, right? I mean, I would love to fill that with water, but what would be the point? Won't do anything, can't do anything. I don't even think we have them capabilities on this map that small. Let's have a look. Key walling, won't it be? Yeah, I don't. Shoreline required, and it still just goes massive anyhow. I wish we didn't have to have shoreline for it. And I mean, look at the size of that bad boy, like. And that is huge. But, what is... Yeah, I mean, that's massive. I'm just wondering what we can use and what we can figure out to do with that, because it can have a connecting to it. Well, something for the think tank, suppose. Right, guys. Thank you very much. And if you like what you saw, please leave a subscribe and a like and any comments. Like I say, it's not perfect at the moment, but it will get there. It all starts coming together very shortly, or at least I hope it will. And at least I've got no more 6 citizens, because it was working towards that at some point. But that's quite a lot of poo flowing out there. Okay. Right, guys. Catch you in the next one. Thank you very much. And bye-bye.